Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to spread out a little bit. All right, everybody, what we're going to do. I know last time we came in, we started, we did a little meditation, we got going. Like we said, the one thing that's very important because, and I know we got some new guys, right? So just to recap is that we don't want to go into our whole story, but this place that we stand in represents for my kids' legacy. So when we walk through this door, it's not about no man, it's about every little child that walks through that door. I always tell people that when I was a deadbeat dad with 5 kids, and when I came home from jail, I had to go and pay child support and take care of them. And God blessed me with 3 other ones that I take care of right now, and 2 of them be coming in here with my wife, and you had the privilege of meeting the other one who's a world champion. I will give my life for a child, not for a man, because there's so many men that abandon their children. So when we walk through this dojo, if we can't show respect for them kids and them moms that walk through the door, then I don't care how tough we say we are, we're not men. So whatever comes in our emotions or whatever, the thing that made me change my life in jail was that I realized that I didn't want my son to become a drug dealer like me. And thank God he's 31 years old right now, finished school, and he comes in here and he's able to vent and express himself like a young man should be able to do. So I just want us to remember that. Hopefully you'll get a chance to see my little ones as they walk through this door. You have Mr. Green, who's one of the most intelligent professors on the planet. He's the person in life that you don't want to see. So how tough you may be in the world, he's the last man you want to see. What you do, Mr. Green?
Autopsy pathology.
Yeah. So if you ever had to see him, you know it's all over. So I still don't know why he shows up, but he knows more about taking the body apart and what's in your body, and has the courage to be able to do a work like that and still be as humble as he is. I'm just honored and blessed to have him as a student with me for 21 years. I still don't know why he's coming back, but I learn more from him than what he learns from me. So I think we also, if we can understand that, I think the beauty in this, when people can understand that what's happening in this room, still people can't believe it. It's like you got men coming together, and you got a bunch of black men amongst black men talking to you. You know, it's not a race thing, but it's kind of hard for brothers to get along. We always shooting and hurting each other. When we can come and talk about a little love like this and realize that we learned something from one another because this man made this possible, I mean, let's just continue the journey going forward. Are we in agreement with that? Okay, so what I'm going to do, remember last time we said, and what I learned in jail is what I believe the Creator gave me is an open mind. So we open our hands up here in respect to the dojo. It says open mind, open, and then it says through open, we get knowledge. Through knowledge, we got to stay united with those who has helped us, and at the same time, we got to stay open with them, and then we got to stay respectful with them, and then we put our hands down. So what I want to do, what I used to do every time when I was in jail, is a interesting book, waking up in the morning. I didn't want to be there, man. 23 hours, out for 1 hour. Anybody ever been in DLC, you know, it's a, boy, you just, man, you can act how hard you want. You know what I'm saying? When you lock in that little room, right or wrong, and they feed you like an animal, man, you got to find a way to get through that moment. So what I had to do every morning was do calisthenics. 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 kicks, 1,000 sit-ups. Before everybody else woke up, I had to do that. So what we're going to do is get the body going a little bit this morning. We're going to do a little combative type of stuff, do a little push-ups, little sit-ups or whatever. Give you something where I guarantee you, if you feel like you want to kill somebody, if you go in the corner, man, to do some punches, do some kicks, do whatever, research shows once that emotional state then went past, you'll come back like, all right, I'm good with that, I'm good. So we got to learn to get the anger out. So we're gonna put some music, because in here, you be thinking you in a club. So we bring the urban with the martial. And people are like, man, they don't do martial arts like that, but we be partying, right, Mr. Green? Little kids, everybody. So we're gonna do a little spiritual thing going on. So hey, everybody, let's loosen up, take those hands out. I ain't gonna make you break no boards or nothing. It's gonna be something a little easy. So let's try to do a little bit. Let's run our feet out a little bit like this. Get the knees going. There you go. Try to get your knees going a little bit. Let's see if we can do 20 of those. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. There you go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to show you a little something. Keep moving. Remember, I always tell people in martial arts, when you think you tough, there's some guy in jail doing more push-ups and sit-ups than what you could ever imagine. So we got to stay in shape. So everybody, let's try this a little bit. Keep to do that? Let's touch a little bit. Y'all good with that? Anybody got caught down there? You can't come back up yet because you're back? We all right? All right. So now I'm going to add a little something in. How many people got sons? All right. How old is your son? Somebody tell me your oldest son.
47.
48.
16.
So we got to always keep it where they don't challenge us someday, right? You got to always have that chest out so they don't bring you a move, right? All right, so let's see if you can hold that chest out like that. Let's do 15. That's all right. Come on, let's go. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys, let's go. Come on, baby. Come on now. Your son watching you. Come on, let's go. Can we do 10 more of those? Come on, let's go, guys. Come on, let's go. Can we get 9 more of those? Come on. There you go. Come on. What about 7 more of them? Come on, go. Come on. 6 more of those. Come on, go. Come on, 5 more of those. Come on in, Mr. Capers. Come on, go. 4 more. Come on, let's go. 3 more. Come on. 2 more. Come on. 1 more. Come on. Now up. Keep moving. We know we out of breath and our kids watch us. We'll push it out. Catch your breath. Let's knock out 20 of those. Whoosh. There you go. Whoosh. There you go. Whoosh. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now watch this. We're going to just do a little jumping jack. So bring your hands down like this. Bring your hands down like that. Whoosh. There you go. Come on. Whoosh. Bring it down like that. Whoosh. There you go. Whoosh. There we go. Whoosh. Let's go. Come on, give me 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more now. Keep moving. This is Mr. Capers. Come on, take your jacket off, Mr. Capers. All right, so now guess what? This is our last one. Last one. Come on, baby. This all comes from being incarcerated. I used to knock out 1,000 push-ups every night. So now guess what? We're going to try 30 push-ups. But here's the one I want us to think about. The only thing I never did on the street was put something in my arm. But everything else I did. I smoked it, I snorted, I did it all. I don't even know why I'm here today. 53 years old. Give me 30 push-ups. If I can get that, you can do 30. Let's go, baby. Not like that, just regular push-ups. Go. Come on. Just regular push-ups. There you go. Come on. This is you against you. This is not me against you, it's you against you. We got to find a way to tap into the spirit when things look bad, things look hopeless. We want to punch somebody out. We want to knock the guard out, whatever it may be. Our baby's mamas make us mad. This is how we get it out. All right, then you can sit down and relax. Hand for participation. I know it's a little different. We good?
Once the Lord can't do all of it, but
We good? We all right, baby? All right, so, I mean, just take a breath, catch yourself.
all right, man. He said break.
There you go. Take a breather, catch yourself. One of our parents who also has a son in our school and a daughter in our school, and his son's going up for his black belt test now. And his daughter's a little angel. She had no confidence, but now she's pretty confident. And also to see he's one of the greatest dads I've ever seen. Would you agree, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
He's also one of the greatest dads I've ever seen as well. So to see him come around and see how he now teaches and helps us out, but to see that dad personality transcend into what he's doing is very, very important and special to us. As we said before, we had talked, what Warrior Mindset is based upon is on 12 principles. 12 days a month, 12 life skills that we learn to live by. I guarantee those life skills work. I mean, one time, man, with doing martial arts, I told everybody, you know, I was so gifted, went to China. You can go right there to the key right there. I mean, you name it, I was blessed to be able to do it. And on the other side of the streets of Baltimore, I ain't got to go through the story. I was blessed to do all the negative stuff too. But I was confused. I never really had the courage to really stand up and grab a hold of what my dreams and desires were. And that was because I never had any principles. I think a lot of times we all run around, we say, I got it, yeah, I'm good, you know, but we really don't. What is our integrity based upon? What steps are we, holding on to? What principles are we living by that are in the Bible and in any book that's dealing with spirituality? That's where we're going back, spirituality, because without that, we lost, And then at the same time, it can't just be being spiritual and not being in shape. It got to be mind, body, and spirit. Got to be all three, So if we say it, I always got that thing where on the weekend, I see my family do a lot of bad things, but then on a Sunday they went and seek forgiveness. I was like, oh, is that how we do it? And jail taught me, and being around good people, that's a 24-hour job. I stand here with you knowing that I could never think that I could ever stop selling drugs and getting high for one day. Because I love doing all that stuff. I said that before. And if I still can do it today, I ain't going to say I would, but I used to say that because I think something happened in my life now where I wouldn't say I still would do it. Because regardless of how hard life might get today, I ain't going back that way. As long as I keep doing what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm perfect, but I try to keep my guards up, hoping that I don't make that choice. So because I couldn't make it one day, I had to live for a second. So I had to, that's how bad I was. I mean, I love getting high, man. I love selling drugs. Who wouldn't? I love that. I mean, I'm telling you, that's me and my wife laugh because my little son, you'll see him, Zarian, got a lot of energy, man. He just like, bang. You hit him, he want to hit you back. He be bucking on you. He be doing stuff now. I mean, we do tornado kicks. He in the kitchen doing real tornado kicks. Like, he only 2 years old. I'm like, oh my God, But then when you tell him to stop, he just get angry. And my wife like, that's you. He's just like you. She said, I just learned, just like with you, when he gets angry, I better walk away and leave you alone. Because I know me. It's like when I get angry, and many of us in this room, all of us, think about it, we end up in places that we don't want to be.
That's right. Amen.
That's why it ain't about coming here to teach you how to fight. Through anger and survival, whoever got the hardest heart and desire and gut and strength and willing to sacrifice whatever it takes, which is nothing, is going to win. Forget technique, forget that martial arts, let's talk about this, because that's what it's all about. But what I realize is if I can flip all of that to something positive, I can achieve the exact same thing. So what I try to do is apply that same anger into positive love. And that's going to be hard. Because sometimes when people walk through this door, they think I'm a kid from the ghetto, they don't know nothing. I work with all types of people at all different levels, but I learned that, you know what? It don't matter. I know who I am. I'm not going to let you bring me down to a level to make me get angry. I know God creates greatness. And if God brought me out of jail with $20 in a dream, and I'm standing here right now, then what can you do to stop me? As long as I keep surrendering, and it's the most important thing I learned, every day I got to surrender to win. And I surrender to God and I win every day. If I get through just one day being a better person, I win. But that's based on those principles, 12 principles. So now I know you can't fake me out because I know what I'm following right now. They're principles in life. So this, in the book that I wrote, which is a comprehension of those same principles, this month is all about love. That's the principle, love. It's not about saying that I love you. It's about being loved. It's about welcoming you guys in and being able to say, it's almost like when I mentioned my oldest son, I come from an old school, I had to, get custody of him, didn't know what I was doing. But every time I seen me in him, I came from a school where he'll tell you, my dad used to handcuff me around the toilet. And when I would walk out that room, I would cry. And then I would come back, and when I would take those handcuffs from around him, I said, I just don't want you to be like me. You don't understand. What does that feel like? Do you want that to happen? And now when he flips it back, he said, I understand, Dad. I wished I'd have listened to you back then. But I never say I told you so. Because I don't have to. Because I see his example. I see that he got that message. But I can tell him, and they'll tell you my daughter, she's home from college.